Valentine's Day. Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name's Gabby.
And I'm Charlotte.
And today we're doing the base to the best, allegedly, of the Kia Seltos, or in this case, the Seltai. We got more than one of them in here.
We've got a flock.
We got a flock, yes. And there's more where that came from. I think we received 8 or 9 of them the other day. And it was just the most bright colors ever. So we got this beautiful Valais green one and then a lunar orange as well. And of course, if you're more into the shades of the Seltos, there's those as well available. So don't worry if you're not a color person. Now in today's video, like I said, we're gonna talk about the base trim. So the lunar orange one we have is the LX all-wheel drive, which is our entry trim here in Canada, which already comes with all-wheel drive. We also have the X line, so this is the fully loaded, best equipped option. And if you stay tuned till the end of today's video, we're going to talk about what we truly think is the best Seltos for your money.
Absolutely.
Now, Charlotte, let's get into the rest of our intro. It's a long one.
All right, so if you guys are watching this in the future, feel free to skip ahead to about the 3-minute mark. That's when we're going to get into the walk around and the comparison. But for those of you who are watching live, you already know that we do these videos for 3 different reasons. The first one being if you own Kia or Hyundai product, we do these videos for you. We want you guys to be your own experts on your vehicles. The second reason is if you're searching for a new vehicle or a used vehicle, why not consider Kia or Hyundai wherever it is that you guys are. They've done a lot of really cool stuff in the past 5, 10, 15 years. I think you guys will be really impressed with the tech and what's available out there.
Absolutely.
The third reason is if you live in Ontario, which is in Canada, and you want to purchase a new Hyundai or Kia, why not purchase it from us? We do not charge any dealer markups, market adjustment fees. We sell at MSRP, and we really want to help you guys get into your new car if that is something you would like. Myself and Gabby are here at Brantford Kia, but we also have Brantford Hyundai and Owen Sound Hyundai if you want to get into the Hyundai of your dreams. So with that being said, I think we should get into it.
Absolutely. So I first want to start off with the price point of these vehicles. So like I mentioned, this orange one over here is our base trim level. And by base, I do not mean boring. There is so much to love about this Kia Seltos, and the best part is the price starts at just over $25,000 Canadian for the front wheel drive version. Now if you want all-wheel drive, which is what we have equipped, it's a $2,000 upgrade, and I know for a lot of our consumers, it is certainly worth the upgrade for them. But again, depends on your lifestyle and your needs. Looking at the front grille of this vehicle, it's going to be a little bit more styled down in a way, but still looks so good. The 2024 refresh really modernized the Kia Seltos. So when we take a look around the grille, you can see we have this beautiful chrome coating, and then the actual insert is a matte black finish, so easier to clean for sure. Down here, we have our body color front bumper and even a fog light. So we have a little circle style fog light. They're different on the X line. For your main headlight, your daytime running lights, and just your positioning lights, they are all halogen bulbs. So they do not have LEDs available for the base trim, but if you move up one step, you will get the LEDs in your EX trim. Now there's kind of an advantage for getting halogen bulbs. You do get heat emitted from them, so in the winter it will melt a little bit of snow and ice. So there's just a little bonus over there. Now we're going to take a turn and go around to the side of the vehicle. But before we do that, I do want to pop the hood, because there's also some powertrain differences. For the Kia Seltos, from the LX front wheel all the way to the EX Premium, you're going to get a 2-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine with a horsepower output of 147 and torque of 132 pound-feet, I should say. We'll lift this up, lock it into place, and there is under your engine bay. If you're curious to see how the Seltos drives, we have done a test drive video. Now it was on our turbocharged engine option, but I will say when it comes to the size and comfort as you're driving, the reason why the Seltos is a top pick for a lot of our customers who have even cross-shopped is the fact that it rides more like an SUV, when other vehicles in this size class and price class tend to feel a little bit more like a crossover. So this vehicle definitely has some advantages to its larger size. For your wheels, you get 17-inch alloys, and again, this is a base trim level. Some base model cars in this size class come with steel wheels. What the heck? Not with Kia though. These wheels look phenomenal. They have that beautiful graphite finish to them, and no matter your exterior paint color, I think it shines and looks really nice. For your mirrors, they are body color with a hint of black on the bottom, and you do have a turn signal indicator. On the flip side, you'll see that we do have blind spot detection. So that means as I'm driving, if there's a vehicle in either my left or right blind spot, my car will notify me just so I know what's happening around me. On top of that, sorry to bring you guys back to the front, but in the very center of our windshield, you'll see we have a camera. So it's going to be a little hard to pick up on camera, but that is essentially going to monitor what's happening around the vehicle as you drive. So let's say the car ahead of me suddenly slams on the brakes. I wasn't paying attention. My car will warn me with an audible ding, ding, ding inside the cabin. And if I fail to react as a driver, my car can emergency brake for me to avoid or mitigate a collision. So bonus feature. We also get our steering assistance, so that's called lane follow assist in the Kia world, which means that if the car sees you're veering to the left or right, it will correct you. But on top of that, if there's an upcoming curve of the road, your car will take it for you, so it'll actively steer. I love that feature. And again, that's now included in your base or entry trim level. In the past years, you would have to move up to the EX to get that. For your liftgate, it is hydraulic on every trim except the EX and above. So if you do need a power liftgate, I'm happy to say that's now an option for 20 back row that can easily fold down. You'll just have to reach over and grab these toggles. I'll do it on our left side or your right. Pull it, knock it down, folds in a 60-40 split, and you can see we have a ton of space back here. All trim levels of the Seltos, again, no matter the powertrain, also come with a compact spare tire. So great peace of mind when you're on the road. And another thing you can do back here is pull out your cargo liner floor, cargo floor, and drop it down a level. I'm sorry for any of our headphone users, that probably didn't sound good, but you can drop it down a level to give yourself a couple extra inches of storage space. And we'll close this up and take a look at the exterior of the X-Line. There's definitely a little bit more design integrated into this one. We'll start off with the back just because we're here. So ignore the color, I know it's not for everyone. Some of our viewers love it though. You can see we have our LED taillight that fully extends across the back of the vehicle. We still have an extension of our taillight on the base, but it's not an LED, so there's a slight difference there. X-Line badging, so check that out. And that's exclusive to the X-Line trim level. Glossy black bumper with a more accentuated or rugged style skid plate. So if we do a quick side-by-side, it's a bit darker on this one, so I think it just ties into the overall X-Line dark, rugged appearance. Let me know what you guys think. If you're not a fan of the X-Line styling, don't worry. If you go down to the SX Turbo, you'll get all the features you love about the X-Line minus the upgraded styling. All right. Oh, liftgate. I'll just show it in action. When it comes to back here, everything's about the same. You do have this cargo cover though. Space-wise, you're dealing with the same amount of space. And you can see our floor liner, floor level. Charlotte, there's a real word for it and I can't think of it right now. Our cargo floor is placed on its lower setting right now, so it has increased storage space as of now. Now we'll take a walk to the side of the vehicle. Check out these wheels. They're 18-inch alloys, all blacked out when you go to the X-Line trim. If you look at the SX, you'll get a mix of an aluminum and glossy black finish, so kind of the best of both worlds. For your roof rails, they are raised on the X-Line, so giving it, again, that rugged stance and appearance. Makes them look really good. Some dark satin chrome along your windows, and then some dark around your wheel wells. Up at the front is where you're going to see a lot of design changes, so come check it out. Full LEDs, and you can see your daytime running light extends into the actual grille. So ties in nicely with the dark and the darker finish. I don't know, someone just opened the door over there.
So cold.
It was so warm in here, now it's cold. Charlotte, do you want to focus on the grill? I'm going to go close that door.
So here you can again see some of the differences. So look at how nice and sharp your DRL is. It's an LED. And then also we're seeing some differences on the grill. So I'll show you the comparison just to get this fresh in your mind. And then back to the X-Line just while we're waiting for Gabby. So again, a little bit more of those darker elements. Yeah. Girlfriend, take it away.
It's always so hard to tell on camera because they're honestly quite similar even to the normal eye. We have dark chrome here, lighter chrome here. Again, side by side. Tell me if you guys see a difference. It's so hard to pick up on camera. But again, your headlights, that's where things majorly change. And then when it comes to our fog lights, which aren't on right now, give me a second. They are vertically stacked and of course LED as well, so very, very bright. Are they on now, Charlotte?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so lights are on. Totally should have done that from the other side because I want to pop the hood for you guys. Ah! I used to think my arms were long, but clearly not long enough. Okay, now that the awkward portion of the evening is done, let's talk about the engine. So when you go up to the SX Turbo and above, as the name Turbo suggests, you get a turbocharged engine. So this is our 1.6 liter turbocharged GDI engine with 195 horse and, 190 horse and 195 pound-feet of torque. All right, I think that's about it for our exterior walkthrough. One more thing I'll point out, just because I can't really show you guys, is the transmission. So this one is going to be equipped with an 8-speed automatic. Any of our turbocharged Seltos engines get the 8-speed auto, no more dual clutch transmission, so that's a big change from last year. And then for our 2-cylinder, or 2-liter 4 cylinders, oh my gosh, I'm getting messed up now, we have IVT transmission, so an intelligent variable transmission. All right, I'm done. Charlotte, you want to talk about the interior?
On that note, I would love to. I'll give that to you.
Okay.
Okay, so I think it's only fitting if we start off with the LX all-wheel drive, and we will take a look on the inside and what features we have. Now, from here, I'll also talk a little bit about the EX, which is going to be one up from this, and then we'll talk about EX Premium, you're good, EX Premium, SX, and then, of course, the X-Line when we're actually with this lovely vehicle. So I'll actually have Gabby give a nice pan to give an overview. You can see that it is equipped with premium cloth seating. They are heated seats, which is great to have, and of course manual seating as well for your adjustments. And then on the side, still mirror controls, window controls, everything along those lines. And once I hop in, when it comes to what's in front of me, my digital instrument cluster, I have a 4.2-inch screen in the center, which is digital speedometer, digital tachometer, and then 8-inch infotainment screen. I'll have Gabby come around and we will talk a little bit more.
We'll go this way. One thing I will say I wish they did with the refresh of the Seltos is I wish they hid the spoiler underneath, or hid the rear wiper underneath the spoiler. I think that would have cleaned up the look a bit, but nonetheless, still such a good looking small SUV. Okay.
Come on
Why
in.
is my seat like that?
I don't know. That's a little bit unfortunate.
I'm gonna do some minor adjustments.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But go ahead, Charlotte.
When it comes to the LX, so whether you're in the LX front wheel drive or the LX all-wheel drive, it's going to be the same setup. You've got, of course, your climate controls in the center, air conditioning and rear defrost, a little shelf down here, and then at the bottom we've got a 12-volt USB and USB-C for connectivity and charging. Now, every vehicle is going to be equipped with different drive modes, which is great. We've got normal, sport, and smart, and each of them are going to change the way the vehicle drives. So normal, of course, going to be your most normal, most comfortable. Sport, a little bit more aggressive. Throttle response, and smart is designed to take the driver input and put that in the most fuel-efficient way, basically. To make that really concise, I guess. In the center, you can see we still have a leather-tipped gear shift, regular gear shift heated seats, and now this is all-wheel drive, so you do have the option to manually lock your differential, which of course you don't have on the LX front-wheel drive. Mm-hmm. But on the EX and above, everything along those lines, you're going to have that. Also, here's your space, what your space is looking like for your center console. Now, when it comes to the EX, you'll have something more funky up top, and that will be the inclusion of a sunroof. Also, that is the introduction to automatic climate control. Yes?
No.
No? EX Premium?
Yes.
Yes. There we go. But let's take a look in the back and we will show what the space looks like there.
Here's one thing though that you get in the LX and EX trims that you don't get in the higher trims, and that is with that 8-inch touchscreen display, your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is wireless. So our larger screens, you would have to use a cable.
Woohoo!
Woo.
So that is a huge win. Another feature actually that you have on the that you don't have on the SX and the X-Line is going to be the inclusion of idle stop and go. Now, for some people, that's going to be a huge win because they don't like that feature. But for the people who do, you do not see it when we have a turbocharged engine. So that is going to be a little bit different. Mm-hmm. All vehicles are equipped with auto stop though. So for space back here, one thing I wish that could be improved upon would be the inclusion of rear air vents. We do not see that on this vehicle, but we still have a pretty good use of space. I think people will be surprised at how spacious the cabin is and how much headroom I have. Obviously, the seats can be reclined a fair bit more. It might be hard to tell because it is dark and we are inside. In the back, you're still having cloth seats. If you were to go up to the EX, you are going to see the inclusion of a Safino leather seat, or Safino leatherette seat, and also, yeah, I guess that's really it. There's your lights. That's what your lights look like. This vehicle is all-wheel drive, so we do have a bigger hump in the center. So you can see that there. Most people are going to sit here and not be wearing heeled shoes. They'll be wearing flat shoes. So your knees will be a little bit lower than this too. But again, even in the middle, it is fairly comfortable. And this middle seat is very wide too. It's almost the same width as your regular seats here too. I say here too a lot. I'm just realizing this. But if you look at the comparison, it's very wide, so you know that everyone's going to have an ample amount of space in the back. So let's head over to the X line.
Great. I just saw a question asking if a smart power lift gate is included. So it certainly is, not in the entry trim level, but you do get it on the EX Premium and above. So that means there's one 4-cylinder naturally aspirated option and then 2 turbocharged options to get a power lift gate on your Seltos. All right, I might close this up now just because we're done with the back. Oh, sorry, looking at the camera but trying to do something with your hands never works well.
Never works well.
Never. Right, go around to where Charlotte's sitting because there's a lot more going on the driver's seat of this vehicle.
Oh my goodness, there is so much going on. Now, when it comes to the EX Premium, the SX and the X line, there's going to be a lot of overlap with the features that you're going to see in this vehicle. Now, again, this is the X line. So the SX and the X line share the same interior. It's only the appearance on the exterior of the vehicle that's going to be different.
Yep.
Now, for the EX Premium, there are 3 features that this vehicle has that are not included on the EX Premium, and that is the inclusion of heads-up display, Bose premium sound system, and digital key to touch. But on the EX Premium, like I said, you do have the inclusion of idle stop and go, whereas you do not on the 1.6 liter turbo. So let's hop in. You can see from this side, we do have memory seats. Again, our mirror controls, driver's windows with an express window, that premium sound system, as I mentioned, Bose, and you have a power adjustable seat with the inclusion of a lumbar support. These seats, they also are the leatherette, and they are heated and ventilated. Same thing with my steering wheel. It is leather wrapped and it is heated. It's not ventilated though.
Aww.
I wish. Wouldn't that be sweet? I'll just show over here because of course the inclusion of heads-up display is a huge plus for this vehicle starting on the SX, and you can see the small screen ahead of me too where it will be projected. And then of course the release for your tailgate too, it is the power tailgate. I'll have Gabby come around and we'll talk some more.
Let's go around the back again. Let me know what you guys think of these colors. They're certainly the funkier of the options, but nonetheless. And then Charlotte mentioned digital key to touch. So essentially, if you have a past Kia with a push to start, you're probably used to seeing a black button there. They've done away with it, but it still operates the same, except you're gonna put your hand behind the handle to unlock it as long as the key's on you. Then to lock your car when you're done, you press on the indent and then it locks the car. Or you can do it from your phone, as digital key to touch suggests.
So speaking of getting into the car, I'm going to show the key real quick. Now from the EX and above, you have the inclusion of remote start on the vehicle, which is a feature I absolutely love. And it's become very easily one of my top features that I must have. You also have a push to start, which again is going to start on the EX. So that is there. For our screens, you can see that I do again have a fully digital instrument cluster and my infotainment screen, and both of them are going to be 10.25 inches, which is fantastic. I love the look of this one a lot more, I think, than in the LX. I think that this looks very good, very clean, very sharp, and very modern too. Now, Gabby already mentioned that you are going to have a wired CarPlay with this, but some other fun features that you're going to have to maybe compensate for that is going to be the inclusion of sound mood lamps, your ambient lighting, and it's super fun because you can set it to the music or not set it to the music because we have no music playing for copyright reasons.
So, sappy personal story. I'm driving Pat's car right now, and Pat has a really nicely equipped EV6, and it doesn't have a sound mood lamp, but it has ambient lighting, which is similar, and it's got a premium sound system. And let me tell you, drives are so much more fun with both of them. Seriously.
So you can really enjoy those features in this vehicle is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely.
As we'll move down, you can see we have a lot more buttons going on. We've got the inclusion of automatic climate control, your maps, your navigation, everything along those lines. I'll turn it on if anyone wants to see what it looks like. Now we also, if we move down, we have the inclusion of a wireless phone charger. I can turn that back off. Wireless phone charger, and then again, still that same 12-volt USB and USB-C, and again, your little change pocket. As I mentioned, we still have the same drive modes that are equipped in this vehicle, and your heated seat, ventilated seat controls, as well as your rear view camera. Now this vehicle, there you go. You can see your rear view camera, which is great. And of course, you're gonna have a rear view camera on all of your vehicles, whether it is in the LX or whether it's in the X line, you're going to see this. Now, something to note is the Kona is the sister of this vehicle. It's Hyundai's sister, and that the top trim does come equipped with a surround view monitor. So
we did get asked about that.
Yeah, so this vehicle, it does not have it, as you can see, it's not showcased here, but it's very interesting that a vehicle of that, again, size class and price class, is going to have that feature. So if that's a must for you, maybe consider looking at the Kona too.
And if a lift gate's a must for you, don't look at the Kona.
Don't look at the Kona, look at the Seltos.
The Kona doesn't have a smart
Does
power
not
lift
have
gate.
it. You still have the ability to manually lock your differential, your heated steering wheel controls, and instead of a regular handbrake, you have an electronic parking brake with auto hold it down beneath it. Cup holders, another little convenience feature. Oh, brand for Kia pen. Does that have our website and contact info on it?
It does.
Would be a shame if somebody saw that and bought a car from us.
If it even
If it even
showing
shows.
up. Yeah.
Center console, you're going to have the same, and up top, you can see it, the sunroof that I mentioned before. So let's hop to the back, and we'll see what the differences are there.
Right. We don't have too much space back here, but oh, this car is dirty. If you guys haven't seen our demo video, what demos are?
This is a demo, and this is why.
The door closed on me. Okay.
This is a chaotic video today.
Yes.
But sitting in the back seat, again, we're going to have the same amount of storage space. We're going to have the same amount of room when it comes to the hump and head space, everything along those lines, but we do see that leather in the seating. Also, we have the inclusion of a center armrest with 2 cup holders. And the thing that I love the most, you already know what it is, it's rear vents. So even in the back seat, you can get heat and some air conditioning coming back here, and everyone can be at their optimal temperature. Below that, you have USB-Cs, also a little area for connectivity should your phone be charging and you want to hang on to it. And these 2 seats here, they are heated in the rear. So everyone back here will be nice and comfortable. Thanks for that demo, Gabby.
I do what I can. The gimbal is, we're using a different gimbal today, and we're just not that used to it. So.
But it's working well so far.
Also, hold on, I just want to make sure I read that right because the print is so small on our phone. YouTube did an update also, so all the buttons are in different spots right now, and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think.
Yes, the update messed me up this morning.
Yeah, it looks
caught me
like
off
you
guard.
can put a filter on for lives too.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Let's see. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That is interesting. Did there's a good chance I accidentally put a filter on.
I think I'm going to leave this one on. This is called Office Party.
And that's what this.
Wow. This is good. This is... you guys asked for some marketing adjustments or
These are the adjustments
an increase to the marketing budget. This is it. Also, it says that Paul sent us 99 pounds. Paul, that's a lot of dough.
Paul!
Thank you so much, seriously.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting this channel. But that's huge. Oh my goodness. Also, I'm losing my voice right now.
Can we turn this filter off?
I guess.
I'm begging you. I'm watching it and I do not like it.
I think I'm just gonna grab a drink of water.
Yes,
if you guys couldn't tell, this is certainly a live stream video.
Yeah, so it was definitely different today with the gimbal, with the update. So, man, we really had some of the odds stacked against us today.
I'm back. Can't turn the mic on.
Is it? If not, you can use mine.
Tim's
a lot
here.
of people are
Did you see
talking.
what Paul sent you guys?
Yes.
Isn't it? I just said that was very generous.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Tim's here too, by the way. Tim's back from Mexico.
Tim is back. He
got
got back yesterday. He's
a
got
little
a
bit
nice
of a tan.
What'd you call me? What'd you call me? Caramelized.
Caramelized, yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
All
That
right.
was very generous for Valentine's Day for these ladies. That was very,
That was
very nice.
very, very nice
Thank
of
you.
you.
That was a good video.
Yeah. Do you want to answer some questions?
Sure.
Yeah, we're still live.
Do you
It's nice and
remember
warm.
any of your Kia Hyundai knowledge?
No.
No. Okay. You lost it all in Mexico.
Yeah.
Are the rear seats reclinable?
Yes.
No. The answer is no, they're not. Now, you can certainly fold them down in a 60-40 split, but once you bring them right back up to their position, they are locked into place. So not reclinable.
My wife's Telluride, the rear seats are reclinable in it.
Everyone's saying, love that tan. Mr. Gorbusa said, love that tan, boss.
Yep.
Thank you.
Caramel apple.
Caramel apple.
Aw.
What did you guys do with the
Tim
filters?
is living the dream.
The filters,
We
what
took
was doing
the
with the
filter
filters?
off.
There's a new disco one. I thought it would add to the
Yeah, that was crazy.
vibe. Okay. Oh. Any exterior accessories for the Seltos may be side steps or an edge bar. So at this point, there are no side steps. I don't think it would work that well in the Seltos considering it's
There's not enough clearance.
Yeah, there's not enough clearance. It wouldn't make sense. I feel like most people would just completely skip over the side step altogether. Now, other than that, there are certainly some accessories you can get in your Seltos. You've had customers with crossbars on them.
Vent visors.
Yeah, vent visor.
WeatherTech.
Yeah, window vents, or window
Yeah, the vent
visors, right?
visors, yeah.
Yeah. Also,
what else?
Here's a. Oh, are you
3M.
talking about accessories still?
yes.
The front hood deflector. Yeah, we got all that. Hitches.
Do you want to answer a question on allocation? On how often do we get allocated vehicles?
Do you want to
About every 6 weeks, we get allocation, which is called VFOS. So there's so in a VFOS order, we try to go to our sold orders as far as allocation goes, and then there's an extra allocation that's called fair share. And fair share helps us out with our volumes. Now, what is Seltos? Seltos is our number one volume car, and it will continue to be a number one volume car
And-
for us here in Canada.
After talking about all the different trim options, which one do you think is the best value?
Well, I think the EX all-wheel drive is the best value.
So that is certainly our volume trim.
Correct.
I'm gonna disagree with you here. Certainly our
The
volume,
EX Premium-
most people are
Premium?
buying
Buying
that.
that.
But the best value is certainly the EX
It's
Premium.
premium.
Yeah.
Think of like the premium features that you get with that
Well,
vehicle, like
unless
memory
you-
seats, like
Yeah, exactly.
heated,
But
ventilated.
if you're a race
Lift
car
gate.
driver, you want the
Lift gate.
turbo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
If
And you've got a
you
heavy foot,
you want the turbo.
with the two young ladies here, the race car drivers.
Speaking of,
In
we did
training.
get asked about
In training.
mileage. So our turbocharged engine is going to average around 8.7 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway, and then the naturally aspirated 2-liter is going to get about 7.5. So not a crazy huge difference. Of course, you can definitely manipulate those numbers based off how you drive. So if you have a heavy foot, they could be worse, but they also could be better. So,
Utilize smart mode when
yes,
you can,
absolutely,
but still have fun in sport.
for sure.
You guys talk about market adjustment.
Market adjustment. So we usually mention that in just about every video. So for those of us that don't know or didn't watch the intro, if you skipped through it,
We don't blame
I
you.
understand. We are a real dealership. We actually have 3 stores. So one Kia store,
Oh.
Brantford Kia, where we film every day. Is this news to you? Did you know
Yeah, I
that?
think that's just new, right?
Oh, okay. Well, we just started doing this. We opened a dealership.
Yeah.
So
Where are you
Brantford.
guys?
We're Brantford Kia, so located within Brantford, Ontario. That's our Kia store. Now, if you're looking for a Hyundai, we have Brantford Hyundai and Owen Sound. In all of these stores, we're pretty set on our ways. We don't charge market adjustments.
Nope.
And we
No dealer markup. It's MSRP.
Yep.
And accessories that you want, warranties that you want.
It's
That's up to
your
you.
choice.
It's your choice.
Nothing is
and-
forced.
And that's put on the vehicle in the business office after you finish your deal.
Does the collision avoidance feature activate even if the car is moving slow, like when parking facing a wall? So, parking collision or collision avoidance and what you're talking about, so getting close to a parking meter or a wall, are 2 different things. Collision avoidance has to see a car or a pedestrian or a cyclist ahead of you, and that's going to measure the distance between, knowing when it's getting too close too fast. Then it'll brake. Now, if you're inching your car closer towards a wall, unless you have ultrasonic parking sensors, you won't get a warning per se. So,
Yeah, they
Yes.
tried to hit me last year.
and
with those.
we couldn't because the vehicle we were driving had ultrasonic
So-
sensors.
They
check
came
out
very
that video.
close. Yeah, it came very close, even with Gabi's car.
But then I tried my car, which doesn't have ultrasonic parking sensors, and I did hit him with the car.
We did, in fact,
Yeah.
hit him.
I'm okay now.
He's fine. Anyway, let's see.
Good questions.
Who is Shoddy? This is Tim. He's our general manager. Mr. Tim Gross. He's, yep.
Yeah.
Anything
worked
else you want to
here-
say about yourself?
Worked here 8 years.
It's a long time.
This is Gabi, and this is Charlotte.
But they were asking about Shoddy.
That's
Shoddy.
you.
Shoddy, that's
Yeah,
you.
That's me.
All right. Let's see. Does the Kia Sorento and the Sportage have a rear seat occupant alert in Canada? So I know the Sorento definitely does. Sportage, Charlotte, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while.
Sportage does, yes. Yep. It'll give you a nice little alert if it thinks you've left something in the back seat.
Like a child.
Brad's asking about hitches, so it tows. So you can certainly get an accessory hitch on this vehicle, but it's not rated to tow.
Correct.
So if you're thinking bike rack or something very, very small, no problem, but actually
I
towing.
think someone was talking about a Sea-Doo, and depending on the
Yeah.
weight, so they don't.
But you would need like brake lights and stuff, and
So you need class
yes.
1, class 2 hitch,
Yes.
depending on the sleeve. It's not recommended.
When are your guys' birthday? Your guys' birthdays are coming up soon.
Yeah, I'm March 3rd.
I'm coming up really soon,
April
13th.
April 13th.
And
And
yours is September 28th,
No.
27th. Sorry.
I work with fake people. Anyway.
I always ask your mother what her birthday is, so she has everyone's dates.
Oh my gosh, Paul.
Paul?
Paul said he sent us 5 tickets to the auto show if we can use them. He was going to go,
Yes.
but his plans changed.
Yeah.
I
By all
think we
means.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure. We can
definitely.
send some of our staff members. I
So
appreciate that.
we are going to be there tomorrow for Media Day as well too. So I was going to say, if you're looking for a new Kia or Hyundai release, we'll be filming just about everything we can tomorrow. So stay tuned for future videos. We'll have a lot coming out.
I think on that note, we're at about the 32-minute mark, so she'll probably
Yeah, that was a longer video.
wrap up. But again, if you're not following us on social media, please do so because we're going to have some information about the auto show and if we're going live tomorrow at the auto show. So check us out at Brand for Kia or at Gabi_Brand for Kia, or also just you're on YouTube. So
Tim Gross on Instagram.
Tim Gross.
No.
No, he doesn't have
TTM
Instagram.
Gross.
I do have Instagram, but no.
Don't follow
Excited
him.
about tomorrow.
All right, you ready?
On that note, we will see you later.
Not the peace sign.